Hey guys, I've got some great news about a couple upcoming projects and I wanted to make a little video to bring you up to speed. First off, if you recall, I picked up this Predicta Tandem set a couple months ago and it's in really good shape and the picture tube still has some life, but unfortunately somebody cut off the cable that would connect the picture tube to the base unit. Well, I had posted some pictures online and out of the blue, a fellow collector on the East Coast in Boston sent me a note saying he had gone to check out some radios and TVs that somebody on Craigslist had posted about. And when he did, the guy actually had one of these head units with the cable, no base unit though. He tested the picture tube and it had a dead short, so he didn't bother. Well, when he saw my posting, he let me know and said, hey, I think I know where I can get you one. Well, it took him a while to track the guy down again and to get over there. And lo and behold, he did indeed get it for me, and it just arrived in the mail. Here it is. So I have the full cable, which I think is 25 feet long, with that connector that I was so concerned about that, you know, something like this would be very difficult to replicate. And this mess is the base unit. He actually tossed the shell because the shell on the one he found was so nasty and moldy and disgusting. He said that there'd be no point in him shipping it to me, so he didn't bother. Fortunately, the cable isn't something that's like plugs into the base where the CRT goes. The cable actually runs up inside and it's spliced right into the yoke and so on. So you can see here's where the cable comes through and it goes right into it. That's why he just shipped me all the insides. So now I actually have the yoke and so on inside here, and I've got this one. So now the challenge is going to be, do I unsolder the wires in this and pull the cable out of the base and remove this one and slide it in here and solder the connections up inside here, or do I remove the yoke and everything from this one and use this base instead and mount the picture tube inside these mounting straps? I have not decided yet, but one thing I can do is clean this cable, which is really nasty. I guess this is typical because of the vinyl that they used. It would get sticky with age and all the dust and dirt would attract to it. Got some tips online about using naphtha and Gojo hand cleaner, and they both actually work out quite well. I use the naphtha here and I use the Gojo here, and let's see, it does quite a nice job of cleaning it up. So this cable will look a whole lot better once I clean the whole thing, which, regardless of which product I use, it's going to take a little while. But yeah, I'm very happy because not only do I have the cable and the plug and all, but the cable is actually in really good condition. I'd heard that these can crack and deteriorate with age, but I don't see any cracks or any issues in this whatsoever. Now for the other update. This is my Philco 15DX I picked up 4 or 5 years ago. I get more comments about this than anything because it's one of the oldest items I did a video on, and I have not even started the restoration yet. Well, that's about to change because I have a box right here that's full of every part that I should need to restore this radio. And I didn't skimp. I got everything. Every mica capacitor, resistor, and so on. Whether I need them or not, I just ordered one of everything. So, what got me thinking about working on this is Ron Ramirez at the Philco forum dug up a thread that I'd started way back when I first got this, and he'd asked me if I had made any progress on it. And I said, no, I hadn't, other than doing some work on the cabinet, like repairing the top. So I pulled out the old photos I'd taken of the chassis and pulled out the schematic, and over the past few years working on a bunch of Philco radios, I feel I've gained some knowledge and experience, and it just does not look anywhere near as intimidating as it did when I first got it. So I actually think that it will go pretty darn quickly, because all that's in this chassis is 2 electrolytics and then about a dozen Bakelite blocks that need to be rebuilt, and that should be it. The speakers that it came with are kind of ratty, but I do have a replacement set. So assuming that there aren't any major problems like the power transformer being burned out, I think this should go pretty quick. Here's a look at the back of the set to refresh everybody's memory about what's going to be involved. So here's the main chassis, all the nice Philco branded globe tubes that I've collected over the years. And down below we've got 2 big speakers. These are the replacement Wheeler speakers I picked up, and these are the originals that it came with. I can probably patch these cones back together or get them reconed, but they're pretty nasty and rusty on the back side, and I have not checked the fuel coils, so I'm not entirely sure that they're still good. This set definitely spent some time underwater, so the bottom speaker is especially bad, and this is after I did some rust removal. And of course there's cabinet damage down here too, but I'd like to get it working first, and I'll worry about the cabinet. Now, as for the order I'm going to work on these various projects, well, first I have to finish the Brunswick 5KR, which I don't think will take too much longer. Then I have a couple projects that are nearly done I want to wrap up. And then I'm going to start on the Predicta Holiday TV finally, which internally is nearly identical to the Predicta Tandem I just showed you, and I want to practice on that set first. I think it'll be marginally easier to restore. But I expect that project to be lengthy and at times very frustrating, so I will take the occasional break to work on this. So please stay tuned. There should be lots of interesting videos coming up.